Christine, thank you. Also, shocking new testimony today in the probable cause hearing of Shotzi Buck Hayes.
He's accused of setting Danville City Councilman Lee Vogler on fire. And our Chris Peterson is in front of the courthouse in Danville with what was revealed today. Chris.
I can tell you it was incredibly tense in the courtroom as Commonwealth Attorney Michael Newman laid out the facts of this case, which included testimony from investigator Sergeant Garrett Clay, who said Hayes told him he set Vogler on fire because Vogler was having an affair with his wife. Shackled and wearing an orange jumpsuit, Shotzi Buck Hayes was led into a Danville courtroom. There, a judge read the charges Hayes is facing.
Alleging July 30th, the attempted first-degree murder of Jack Lee Vogler, as well as an aggravated malicious wounding.
Stephen Seipel, who works with Vogler at Showcase magazine, was the first witness to testify. He told the court Vogler answered a knock at the door and then told Seipel to call 911. He poured gas on me. Seipel then testified that he saw Hayes chasing Vogler with a bucket of gasoline. Seipel later found Vogler lying in the mulch in front of the building.
His shirt had been burned off, his chest was very pink, and his arms were really bad.
Next, Sergeant Garrett Clay, an investigator with the Danville Police Department, testified that he interviewed Hayes after he was arrested, then shocked the courtroom when he shared why Hayes told him he set Vogler on fire.
So he indicated he set someone on fire?
He did.
Okay. Did he indicate where that was and why that happened?
He did.
What did he say?
He stated that he had set the person on fire who had had an affair with his wife.
The last witness to testify was Lee Vogler's wife, Blair. She shared with the court that her husband suffered third-degree burns over 60% of his body.
Which led to infections. He's been in shock, burn shock, septic shock. He had a grade 3 inhalation injury, which is like smoke injury, and burns to his lungs. So he suffered pneumonia.
Is he still hospitalized?
He is. He's still in the burn ICU.
The judge certified the 2 charges against Hayes. That means this case will be brought before a grand jury on October 27th. If they rule there's probable cause, it will go to trial. Shotzi Buck Hayes faces life in prison if convicted. In Danville, Virginia, I'm Chris Peterson, WXII 12 News.